How's it hanging, YouTube? This is King of Feral Imps, and today I just have a update to my Ritual Beast deck. Now, these are mainly just kind of some personal updates I've made. There hasn't been a lot as far as like new support or new cards that could really help the deck. Just, I guess, sort of an updated thing, because I personally did get a few new cards that I've been trying out and I've been liking in the deck. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this real soon, but before I do, I just want to remind you that I do have a Pokemon channel. It is called Gator Rex. It's going to be carded up in the top left. It's going to be carded up in the top right corner of the screen right now. It's always linked in the description and always in my recommended channels, so check that out if you would like to see some Pokemon stuff. I've been doing a lot of stuff regarding Sun and Moon. It's getting really cool over there, and yeah. Also remember to leave a like if you like all these real life deck profiles that I'm continuing to post, trying to keep Yu-Gi-Oh alive. Join me in that mission. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this deck profile. So first up for monsters is 3 Spiritual Beast Kanahawk. Now Kanahawk is the main Spiritual Beast. He does have the effect that once per turn you can banish one Ritual Beast from your deck and then add it to your hand during the second standby phase. So he's a gold sarcophagus, but mainly you're not even always going to get the effect off to add it to your hand during the second standby phase after you use the effect. The effect, of course, is to banish Ritual Beast from the deck and just get them into play, because with Ritual Beast, you either want them on the field or in the banish zone. In the graveyard, they don't always do you that good, or a lot of good in the graveyard, but having them banished, that's where you want it to be, because you can continue to make just a lot of plays like that. And then after that is 3 Spiritual Beast Rampengu. Now Rampengu is sort of a lesser version of Kanahawk. It still gets them into play, but it is not as good. It has the effect that once per turn you can banish a Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck, and then send one Ritual Beast monster from your with the same type as that monster from your deck to the graveyard. So he's a foolish burial, but you do have to banish a Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck as a prerequisite. So like, it still gets things into play. Like, still in the graveyard, you can still do some good with them, but mainly these guys, they just get stuff from your deck out into play. And then after that is just 2 Spiritual Beast Apelio. Now Apelio has a pretty good effect. We got to use him to he has the effect that, once per turn during either player's turn, you can go ahead and banish one Ritual Beast monster from a graveyard, and for the rest of this turn, all Ritual Beast monsters you control, they gain 500 attack and defense, and then you can also special summon, you can only special summon him once per turn. Like, that's the effect that pretty much every Ritual Beast monster has, not just the Beast, but the Tamers as well. So his effect mainly, like, you can kind of combo it with Rampengu. Say Rampengu, get stuff into the grave, and then Leo banishes them from the graveyard. So, like, normally, like, banishing something from the graveyard to get a decent little effect off is, like, alright, but even though his effect isn't the best, just giving an extra 500 boost, just banishing Ritual Beast monsters from the graveyard is extremely useful, because, again, that's where we want them. And then lastly, just 1 Petalfin. Now, Petalfin does have the ability that you can banish a Ritual Beast monster from your hand, and then bounce one card your opponent controls, but, like, it's alright just because bouncing is fun sometimes, but again, just meant to banish stuff from your hand. Like, say you draw some extra stuff that you don't exactly need to summon at that moment, it helps. And then, just having some diversity helps, because, like, you wanna play, like, as many names as possible. This is one of those decks, again, you can only special summon one of them. You can only special summon each one once per turn, so you want to have as many names as possible in order to special summon maximum amount of times. That's it for the Ritual Beasts. Now onto the Tamers is 3 Ritual Beast Tamer Elder. Now Elder, he's the best one, because when he's normal summoned, you can go ahead and get additional normal summon from your hand for, another Ritual Beast. So normally you're going to want to special summon normal summon Taylor. Normal summon Tamer, get his effect, normal summon Kanahawk. Kanahawk can banish one from the deck, and then you can go ahead and fuse from there, and then start your plays. Obviously, Tamer's the best one, just for this effect, and again, you can only special summon one of him per turn. From there is 2 Wen. Now when she's normal summoned, you get to special summon a Ritual Beast monster that is banished. So you can go ahead and continue to, get things off, and again, a lot of Ritual Beasts are going to be banished, but having her, you can go ahead and bring them out, and you won't always be able to recycle the monsters that are banished. Sometimes you'll have some left over from various effects, or say you used an effect to banish it, then you can go ahead and normal summon her, special summon again, and then you can fuse from there. So she's pretty good. And then lastly from there are the last two, Ritual Beast Tamer Lara and Ritual Beast Tamer Zephyr and Pilica. They kind of do the same thing, more or less, that when they're normal summoned, you get to special summon a Ritual Beast monster from your graveyard. So, kind of like Wind, but, you know, mostly for graveyard. Again, you can play, like, for the most part, you want to play two of them. I would be playing two Lara because she's beautiful, but, you know, play one Zephyr and Pilica because it's a different name. So, again, we want to play as many names as possible. And, yeah, that's it for the monsters. Now on to the spells. The first new spell is Brain Research Lab. And yes, I finally got around to getting some of these and playing them. Now this is a very interesting card. It has the effect that once per turn you can normal summon one psychic monster in addition to your normal summon or set for that turn. In case you haven't noticed, all of your Ritual Beast Tamers are psychic monsters, and they're the ones that gain effects when normal summoned, so the synergy is there. You'd want to normal summon these guys like pretty much ASAP and as much as possible. So this one just gives you two normal summons. You're able to get off two effects. And again, you know, they special summon a lot. So Elder already gives you another normal summon for a Ritual Beast monster. So that's one fusion monster. And then, you know, say Wen or Lara, they can give you another one. So most of the times you only need one normal summon. And that's good because the other effect is that when you conduct this additional normal summon, you place one brain counter on this card. And then when this card is destroyed, or not even destroyed, when it's removed from the field, the number of brain counters will give you 1,000 damage. Like you take 1,000 damage for every brain counter that was on it. So that can be like, you don't want, so basically you don't want to get 8 extra normal summons. Now, you know, I was recommended this card, and I had thought about it myself, and it seemed pretty neat. So I thought to myself, well, you know, this is kind of cool, but there's always double summon. Double summon is, you know, just a normal spell, gives you an extra normal summon for that turn. But, well, with Brain Research Lab, you definitely can search it out with the terraforming, and you like, if you need to, it will allow you to get 4 extra normal summons in a game, which you're not always going to need to do that, but like, yeah, the only risk is, of course, Twin Twisters is being played so much. And again, if this gets destroyed, well then, what are you gonna do? That's like, I guess that's one reason. I don't know, double summon, I feel like it's an overlooked card, and maybe I'll talk about that in a future video, but like, Brain Research Lab still works, because again, we can essentially play 4 copies of it with a terraforming. If we need to, we can get off 4 normal summons in a game. And of course, you know, field spells are cool, I guess, but that's the only risk, just it getting destroyed. But even then, like I said, at the end of the day, you really only need 1 extra normal summon in this deck, and you know, just having 3 of these helps you search it out, or helps you get it, draw into it more frequently, and yeah, again, all you need is that 1 normal summon. So if it does get destroyed, I mean, really, only using 1 extra normal summon, you're only going to take like 1,000 damage, maybe 2. Like, for the most part, again, in this deck, all you need is that 1 normal summon. I don't know. I'll keep thinking about this. And then after that is 2 emergency teleport. Now, I'm playing 2. Before I was playing 1 because, you know, my reasoning was like, well, your only psychic monsters are your Ritual Beast Tamers, and they get effects when they're normal summoned, so like, why use emergency teleport if they get special summoned and, you know, they don't even get effects. But it still gets things into play because, you know, there can be times when, say, you have a beast but no tamer, that, you know, that's your opening hand, and then at least emergency teleport can get things going. Then you can fuse into a monster and start things from there. You know, just it's just to get things going. And I mean, you know, also in times like, say you've already got a game going, this can still help because, you know, it gives you just extra stuff. And then from there is 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. I consider Twin Twisters, but then I realized, lol, I don't have any. But for the most part, there's not really much you can even discard in this deck. I mean, like, you don't want to discard anything. Again, like I said, every monster, you want them either on the field or in the banished zone. And, I mean, you know, spells and traps, yeah, I guess you could discard some of those, but, like, yeah, okay, it's all up to you. If you want to play a Twin Twisters, if you want to try out a Twin Twisters, by all means, go ahead. From there, just 1 terraforming, search out our field spell, 1 ritual beast bond, a dimensional fissure, and a gold sarcophagus. Now, Ritual Beast's bond, it lets you banish 2 Ritual Beast monsters you control, and then special summon, you know, a Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck, ignoring the summoning conditions of the monster you summoned. So this can help you summon say by chance you have like 2 beasts on the field, it'll let you banish them and still summon something you need. Or say you have like 2 Tamers on the field, it'll still let you do that. And again, it'll let you go ahead and summon your ulti YuGiOh, which is amazing and can help. Dimensional Fissure, of course, like I said, we want stuff banished, not in the graveyard. So at the very least, say we have Fissure up. Our best play for that turn was setting a Dolphin. Then at least this gets it banished, and maybe we can use it later from there. And then Gold Sarcophagus, again, it's basically just another Kanahawk, but in spell form, so that's really cool. And that's it for spells. Now on the traps is 3 of the Ritual Beast Steeds, and then 3 of the Ritual Beast Ambush. Now these, of course, are the specific traps for the archetype. Now Steeds, if you control a Ritual Beast monster, you can go ahead and destroy cards your opponent controls equal to the number of Ritual Beast monsters you control. And so yeah, again, with how the Ritual Beasts work, you can go ahead and tag them out. You can get a maximum of like 4 monsters on the field, and then say you normal summon or special summon another one, you get 5, that's the maximum. Hey, you can pop 5 cards your opponent controls, so that's really good. And then Ritual Beast Tamer Ambush lets you target 1 Tamer and 1 Beast in your graveyard, or that are banished, and you special summon them in defense mode. But you can only use, once per turn, and you can't summon monsters except for Ritual Beast, but that's no problem at all. This is just really helpful. Say, stuff happens to get destroyed, or you just need even extra monsters with Steeds. You can go ahead and chain the 2 together, and then just get maximum destruction from there. Now, in the absence of Solemn Strikes, this is some of my trap lineup to deal with stuff. A Solemn Warning, a Bottomless, a Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare, and a Void Trap Hole. Now again, Warning's just good if you don't have strikes, but I'm playing, triple normal trap holes because, spoilers, I'm playing Rafflesia in the extra deck, so that can just go ahead and help. And again, summoning Rafflesia with your level 4s, because you play a decent amount of level 4s, and you can still bring it out, so that just helps. But again, if you have strikes, go ahead and use them. And then for additional traps, just a Compulse to get rid of things, Vanity's Emptiness to go ahead and, let's say, with Macrocosmos, right? Macrocosmos, again, we want stuff to get banished. And if our opponent doesn't want stuff to get banished, then, well, that's pretty good. And if we can get a Vanity's Macro Lock with a pretty strong monster on the field, there's no problem in that, because you can just go ahead and take care of your opponent from there, and you can get into some interesting things. And again, Vanity's is still good once in a while, just on its own. Say you need to, even as a stall tactic, which I've used it quite a few times as that, but yeah. Again, play strikes. That's really all you need. And anyway, that's it for the traps. Now for the extra deck, we're playing 1 ulti Kanahawk, 2 ulti Petalfin, 3 ulti, 3 ulti, and then 3 ulti YuGiOh. So these are all the fusions that we need. Now Kanahawk is a really interesting effect. It's you can go ahead and target 2 banished Ritual Beast monsters. Shuffle them back into the deck and add a Ritual Beast card from your deck to your hand, so it's very useful, helps you search out your traps. And there is a combo that you can do, because all of the Ritual Beast monsters, you can go ahead and during all the fusions, during either turn, you can go ahead and banish them, or no, send them back to the extra deck, and then special summon 2 Ritual Beast monsters, 1 Tamer and 1 Beast, from the banished zone. So the combo with let's see, where is it? I gotta sort through all these cards. So the combo with ulti Kanahawk is something like this. Say these are your banished monsters, especially if you use your Tamer and Kanahawk to summon him. You go ahead and activate the effect. You target Elder and a Paleo, and then you go ahead and chain his effect to summon Tamer and Kanahawk. You special summon these 2, and at least one of the monsters you targeted for the first effect is still in the bandit zone, so you can go ahead and return that, and then search out your trap, and then you can still get these guys. You can still get Kanahawk's effect again, and then shuffle them back, summon something else. But again, you can't summon these guys again through any other means, because you can only special summon them once per turn. So that's why Kanahawk is good. That's why it's limited. Petalfin's just a big wall. Mostly say you're not ready, so you go ahead. You're not ready to pull off some cool stuff. So say go into Petalfin in defense, and go into summon Petalfin in defense, and yeah, is some good defense. And again, you can play 2, because again, with Rampengu, you can go ahead and happen to banish a Petalfin and at least get another Petalfin in the grave, and it just help accelerate things. Then we're playing 3 ulti Apaleo. Now ulti Apaleo, he's a big one. He's got 2600 attack, and he's got Narmades effect, so that's useful. So we max out on him. And then ulti YuGiOh. Ulti YuGiOh is the big one. Now, to summon Ulti Gaia Paleo, you need one Ritual Beast monster, one Ritual Beast Tamer monster, and one Spiritual Beast monster. So, it needs quite a bit. And again, you can go ahead and use your Ritual Beast bonds to go ahead and summon him without using the without using three materials. But however, you won't get his effect. His effect is a really good one, and you only get that if you use the three monsters. But he's pretty much just a big 32 beat stick. Which again, summoning off of bonds. If you just need a big 32 beat stick, and again, you can pump him even higher with Leo, or a Paleo, whatever. It just gets crazy from there. That's it for the fusions. And then from here, just for Xyz monsters, really just play rank 4s that you have. I don't even own a 101, so play a 101 if you want. But I mean, Cowboy is. Well, no, Cowboy's not even good anymore. Castel, Chidori, everything is win. Ragna Zero is kind of good. Anti-Luminescent Knight is kind of good. Rafflesia, that's the main thing I'm using, in the absence of strikes, just using Rafflesia and then the 3 normal trap holes. But really, for Xyz monsters, just use whatever you want, use whatever you have. If you really want, you can even shove a Totem Bird in here, because Wen and Petalfin are level 3. And yeah, that's it for the Xyz. Anyway, that's been it for this Ritual Beast deck profile. Just a really kind of a quick update, and just to talk about it again, just really neat. And again, I kind of wanted to test out this new format because I cleaned up a bit around here. So this is actually on my desk, and I'm actually behind my camera rather than in front of it now. Got a nice new chair that doesn't squeak all the time, so in other videos I guess you'll notice that quality go up. But anyway, again, just an update of Ritual Beast, because I actually really love this deck, and I love that I have it pretty much full and complete and in real life. This is pretty much my main deck that I play here and there whenever, I need I need a deck. It's alright, this is a pure version. Of course, I know there's a Zephyr version, and I don't know, this is one of those interesting decks that's still actually pretty good, what, a year later? No, not even a year, 2 years later. Or no, yeah, it's a year later. I'm off my rocker or whatever, but let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. Do you have any suggestions? Do you think I should throw this away and get a new deck? Do you think YuGiOh is still alive solely because of me? Okay, that's terrible, but anyway, leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you would like to see more of these. I still have a token deck profile that I can do in real life, and that's an absolutely terrible and crazy deck, but oh gosh, I kind of love it. Let me know if you would like to see that. Anyway, if you enjoyed the content, again, remember to subscribe. This has been King of Feral Imps. Have a nice day.